Community Viewpoint.
Welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pawlak, your host for this segment. As always, this segment. And this week, we'd like to, well, since you see we're not at the studio yet, hopefully next week we'll be back at the studio after COVID-19. So I'd like to take this time to acknowledge some friends of mine from a group that's called, let me get that, Clean Up Room. And I have with me today, I'll introduce them in a second, Faith Muello and Lisa Wald. Faith is the leader, the sheriff, so to speak, of the posse, as I call them, of this wonderful group. Faith was also awarded Environmental Person of the Year at our, if we had the our Earth Day event, which was canceled, but my Pahrump Environmental Management Advisory Committee for the town of Pahrump awarded Faith that award this year. That's given out to the outstanding person with environmental goals that we'd like to acknowledge in the town of Pahrump. So Faith was awarded that, and we'd like to acknowledge her, if not at the event, then here on Community Viewpoint. So I would like to introduce Faith and Lisa in just a second, and the show will be with. Okay, once again, we have Lisa here and Faith here, and they'll be talking to us a little bit about Clean Up Pahrump. And Faith has been in this area for what, 3 years now?
Yeah, 3 years in July.
And that's when, did you start that right off the bat?
No, I was noticing the trash right off the bat, though.
So you decided to do something big about it, right?
Yes. So February 2018, I took my truck off Fox. Fox is littered with tons of trash down there, or at least was, and I went down there and filled up the back of my truck, and it took me about an hour. So I went on social media and I said, hey, listen, next week I'm going out for an hour to pick up trash. Would anyone like to come? And people started reaching out to me, and thus our group was born.
And it's called Clean Up Pahrump. It's on Facebook.
Yes.
Clean Up Pahrump. Yes. About how many people do you have that are joined up into the group?
We have about 700 plus members.
That don't come out every time.
Right. So on average, we have about maybe 10 to 20 people per week, I'd say, at our Saturday morning groups. And then we have individuals who go out on their own and pick up trash and then post to our site. And we give them huge shout outs. Lisa here, she's been with us since basically the start. She does a lot for us. She's actually pulled in some groups to work with us on some projects.
That's right.
Yeah. And we have some new sponsors since the last time we spoke with John here. We have Cakes, Cookies, and Creations. They do a lot for us. They allow us to raffle off a half a dozen cupcakes every week for those who show up for our Saturday groups. We have Pahrump Valley Glass. They've donated for these great shirts that we give out to our participants. Lisa.
Got Dan Snowden with Snowden Landscaping. We want to thank you very much.
Yes,
Okay.
huge. Java Junkies, Chris Sue does enormous things for us, continues to do. So that's super appreciated. We have Mike, Valley Signs. He does amazing things for us with our decals and shirts. We have Tyrod. They donate, she donates her knitted wear that we can raffle off.
And their time.
Yes.
So you go out there almost every weekend and do something. It's an ongoing chore, naturally, because there's so much garbage out there to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the difference between what you do and what I've been involved with for almost 20 years is the town cleanups. because on a yearly basis, we may do 1, 2, possibly 3 cleanups per year. And sure, it'll look great for a month afterwards, but after that, it deteriorates, and we usually wait until next year to do that again. So when I found you doing something like this, I said, this is really the way to do it. It's civic responsibility, and you're doing it the right way, and I really applaud you for that. And I'd like to promote what you do as much as possible, because it's the right way to do things. And it's the only way to keep up, because there's so much trash up there. I mentioned to Faith that on Mount Charleston, there was a gentleman and his family that went up there for camping out, and they picked up a car full of garbage up there. People
That's
just
awesome.
Yeah, you're supposed to pack it out, but you pack in, folks. So
Exactly.
just because it's up there on the mountain doesn't mean that somebody else is not going to see it. So that's really ignorant. I'm sorry to say that. There's no call for that. People have a tendency not only to drop it off on property of the town itself, but they like to hide it in BLM land. And as we just saw, I mentioned up in Mount Charleston too. There's no call for that, folks. You can use the land we have here, but don't abuse it. There's people like Lisa and Faith that have the civic responsibility, and hopefully that they'll be teaching us more and more to do it ourselves also. So,
This is our community.
Yes.
Yeah, be proud of it.
That's
Not
exactly
just for
right.
once a year, but
For
constantly.
always.
There's another girl in our group that does a lot too, Sarah. And she goes and cleans Nance Road every week on her own.
Yep.
And she's constantly bringing out trash, and she'll go back, and then there's more trash.
So if you have an
And it's
area you want to clean up,
Yes.
Make it your own.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Please. And what I really, really like about our group is, we have kids that show up, they play with each other. We have friendships that have been built. There's 2 different couples in particular I'm thinking of, and they're just a riot. It's so great. They go out to dinners now, and it's so great to see. So we really are a fun group. We'd love to work with other people and other groups.
Other groups, bring your groups.
Yeah.
It's like we try to go out every Saturday morning, and we set a time. If you join our Facebook group, we let everybody know when we're going.
Yes. Yes. So we have the forward-facing page, Clean Up Rump, and then you can visit our group and join our closed group, and that's where you'll see our updated information, where we'll be and what we're doing.
And you can see some of the pictures, and you even have videos also.
Before and after pictures, for sure.
Yes. All the way from tires to regular trash to new home trash when they're cleaning up a new home, to medical waste, to diapers. And they throw everything out there.
Yeah.
Needles, gross.
An occasional dead animal, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So please don't be some of those people. Be some of the people like we have here, like Faith and Lisa, and join the cleanup Prump so that you could be proud of Prump, just like these 2
Absolutely.
lovely ladies are. So we got a couple more minutes. You got anything else you want to talk about?
I think everybody needs to just come out and clean up front with us.
Yeah.
You
Make
do
it
this
look
all-
amazing.
Yeah, you do this all on your own vans, your own pickup trucks, your own, you just pick up things on yourself, and you don't wait for other people to come to your aid. You do this all on your own.
And we do have a few things. If somebody comes out, we have the grabbers, we call them,
Yeah.
and we have gloves, and we supply the bags.
Yeah.
So
And you don't need a truck if you just have a car. Just hitch a ride with one of us. Say if we're going into the desert, we'll take you along with us. Have some
yeah.
fun.
And occasionally through my advisory committee, the Prump Valley Disposal with Mike Smith will donate.
Yes.
Will donate
Yes.
Yes.
a whole roll-off
It's huge.
container, and these people
Yes, he
will
will.
fill it.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
Yes.
So
So thank you to Mike for sure.
Thanks, Mike.
yeah, if you want to have an enjoyable time with some great people, join the Cleanup Prump. Like I have the shirt on.
Yeah.
Like we all do. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Faith, Lisa, and thank you
Thank
all
you.
for Cleanup Prump and myself. And hopefully we'll see you next week. And I don't have it with me, but wear your masks, okay?
Yeah.
There's a reason for it. All right. So thank you.
Bye.
Bye.